Hi DSA, I'm back again with another tin video. So like I say, just grab some tins out of your cupboard. Make sure they're the same weight. So I've got two 400-gram tins. Equally, if you've got handheld weights at home, then give them a go. But always start with the light ones first and make sure that you're okay with that. Then you can build up slowly to the heavier weights. Don't jump on there with the heavier weights first if you've not done these kind of exercises before, because we don't want anyone with any injuries or any unnecessary pain. So this tinned exercise is going to be arms. So we did shoulders in a previous video. So in this arms one, we've got 2 exercises for our biceps, which are at the front of our arm, and 2 exercises for the triceps, which are at the back. So first, really simple with the biceps at the front. You're going to hold your tin of beans, rotate them so that they are now lying sideways. Keep those elbows tucked into your side, shoulders nicely back and down, and all you're going to do is just bring up to the top of your shoulder and slowly back down. It's up to the top of your shoulder and slowly back down. You don't want to be doing this because actually the muscle is going to work much harder if you control the slow lower. It's harder for the muscle to do that than just to switch off. So you want to do 10 of those, and that will work the front of your biceps. Now your biceps is called biceps because it has 2 heads, so it uses the word bi. And what you can do for the different head of biceps, so we want to make sure we're working both equally, is what we call hammer curls. So again, elbows tucked in. And this time you're going to start with your weights facing down, and you're just going to come up to the top and back down. So you can do both at the same time. Up to your shoulders and slowly back down. Up to your shoulders and slowly back down. So I'm keeping my wrists facing down. So I'm not doing any twist at my wrist and just changing the way that I bend my arm. So I've moved from this to this. So you want to do 10 of those. You can do them one at a time. You can do them 2 together, whatever you feel easier. You can add a little extra squeeze at the top to really get the muscle working. But remember, you want a nice controlled lower down. So those are 2 different exercises for your biceps. So now 2 for your triceps. Holding again your tin. You're going to take your arm right up in the air. You're going to then bend your elbow so that tin disappears behind your head. Now keeping your elbow nice and high, so I'm going to try and keep my elbow level with my ear here. I'm just then going to move my forearm and my hand to the ceiling. I'm then going to drop it back down behind my head and bring it back up. I'm going to do 10 on either side. Now what you want to avoid is this. You see how my elbow then moves from its starting position? Or this, my elbow hasn't got very high at all. So because I'm trying to work the triceps against gravity, I really need to get it up and it needs to stay in that position. You might want to pull your tummy in as well, just to help you be nice and stable. It is a bit awkward for us dwarfs to get sometimes behind our head. We might not have that range of movement in our elbows and our shoulders, but as long as you can get your elbow as high as you can and keep it in that position, it's a good exercise to try for your triceps. The second one for your triceps you might find a bit easier if you struggle to get up and behind your head. So we want to have that nice straight back, leaning slightly forwards, bend at your knees so it's not all coming from your hips. You want to, again, get your elbow as far back as you can. And you're going to hold it in this position. And then you're just going to push towards the ceiling with your tin. Come right back, push towards the ceiling. So I've placed my triceps muscle so that it has to work up against gravity for me to extend my arm. Now, obviously, for different people, they might not have as much elbow movement as I do, but as long as you can keep the elbow nice and high and push towards being straight, you're going to be working your triceps. So give those 4 exercises a go, see how you get on. You could do those, a few of them, with a dyno band or a TheraBand. If you can adapt and get into the right position, you might struggle to find the right position. I generally find those exercises easier with free weights. So grab your tins, grab your handheld weights if you've got them, and give it a go. Remember, send us your feedback on the kind of exercises you'd like to see, or if you've got any queries about how the exercises have been done, then please get in touch and I'd love to have a chat with you. Stay safe.